What were you guys able to do in that fourth quarter to kind of pull away from them? Columbus was keeping it close. They played pretty well those first three quarters, and early in the fourth quarter, what were you guys able to do to separate yourself late?
We just tried to make sure that we were finding the open player, making sure we're moving the ball around, not being selfish, and just trying to play good defense and make sure we just contest their shots. They're making a lot of tough shots, and we just wanted to make sure we made them tough shots still, so eventually they'll miss.
In the fourth quarter, they got it to within 2 points with about 5 minutes left or so, and you guys hit two straight three-pointers back to back. The first was yours, and then Trenton hit one off a turnover. How big was that stretch for you guys to open it back up to 8 after they worked to get it back down to 2?
Well, that was really important because it kind of felt like they were going to start coming back, and we really needed something to get our momentum back and get rolling again.
It seemed like in the second half in particular, were you trying to hit some big shots at big moments? It seemed like you kind of wanted the ball in your hands at times when Columbus was starting to cut in a little bit. Was that something you were trying to actively do tonight, kind of get that shot and kind of force it a little bit, I guess? Maybe not force it, but just kind of find your shot at times when you guys needed it?
I felt it was kind of my job as a senior, especially with this being a district game. If we lose, we don't get to play anymore. That if I had a shot, to make sure I took it, because it could get all those young guys back in the game and could help us a lot.
Is it kind of an up and down? Is this kind of an up and down thing? Obviously, you guys have a lot of talented guys in this team, but being so young, is this kind of the roller coaster you kind of have to go through, and is that kind of the role you kind of have to fill as the senior starter in this group to kind of be that steady hand at times?
Yeah, we just have to make sure that they're all keeping their heads, and with them being so young, we just have to help them out a lot and make sure they're going the right way so that when they're seniors, they can be better and just help them get better.
Another big play in the fourth quarter seemed like how big was Tariq's dunk in terms of just kind of giving you guys a boost to kind of finish things off?
It was really impressive because since I've been in high school, we've only had 2 dunks in an actual game, and one was earlier this season by Jared, and the other one was tonight. And it was huge because Tariq's been saying he was wanting to dunk all year.
And it seemed like it gave you guys a little bit of extra push. Was that kind of a little extra energy shot you guys needed to finish things off tonight?
Yeah, it was a huge boost for the finish. If he wouldn't have got it, we might not have finished out so strong.
And last thing here, looking at Pekin, you guys played them in the regular season finale last week. You guys lose by 2 points. How do you feel going in there against them Thursday night?
I feel pretty confident. We had a rough first half against that team, but if we play the way we did the second half, I think we can get the win.